Hello, one and all. A very good afternoon to each and everyone who are present to this virtual session. And thanks for being for waiting for us, and thank you for your patience. So hope everyone are doing well and good. So my name is Vasanta, a CAD applications engineer. So today I'm going to take this session. So hereby I'm going to showcase all new things like how global market is booming now. As you all know that in the pandemic, most of the lifestyles had got changed, like our shoppings or for essentials and for any kind of items we got very quickly by sitting at the homes by ordering through e-commerce portals. And similarly for our entertainments, we used to watch movies in theaters, but now OTTs had made to sit at our homes and watch movies. And so on to mention, there are many things which are evolving in our daily life. So similarly, to move our mechanical CAD domain into a digitalized formation, what are the main challenges we can face? So now, let us know what are the challenges that we are going to face when we enter into the digitalized environment. So firstly, coming with communication, like communication between the users and the clients. And next is collaboration, like interaction between the managers and the designers regarding the projects or the tasks. And next is connected, which means connecting with other application so that the work will be done more effectively. And then next is data storage and reviewing. That means collecting all the data very securely and saving in the storage and reviewing the projects or the models. So now let us start each one by one. So like how we can overcome with these aspects and how we can overcome with all these struggles. So now let us start with the communication portion. So let's see. What is the technology to communicate with the users or with the clients regarding the business solutions or any kind of meetings. So to create or to share the knowledge with users or uploading the post through media like images and videos and raising the questions of the projects or sharing ideas and conducting the surveys, like in multiple ways that how you can interact and how you can communicate with the users. Like now let's see whether all these will be included in one single environment without any additional applications or not. So there is an application, it is 3D Swim Community. As you can see, there are two tabs over here. One is communities and other one is conversations. In the communities, there are multiple communities which will be accessible by the managers to the users, to the other users. And each community depends upon their projects, which will be like design communities, sales communities, and even for every department also we can create these communities. And also it will be assigned to the particular members. So for example, there is a technical community, and in this multiple people have been assigned by the manager. So here you can see under members tab there are multiple peoples. These people will be assigned by the manager. And here the content you can post whatever and anything will be which is related to your business, regarding your businesses or regarding your projects. So if you expand this, you can share it like a post, or you can raise your questions, or you can share your ideas and anything like conducting surveys also. For example, if I want to share anything which is related to our project. For example, let's create this scenario like our client is been suffering with one assembly that the assembly is fully loaded with the weight. So his requirement is to reduce the weight. So let's execute for it. So for example, I have an client has an assembly like this. The higher authority is acceptable for it, and I'm just giving the title. The assembly name itself I'm giving it. and if required you can mention the description also. I'm mentioning I'm mentioning the client requirement to reduce the weight and find the mass. So this is the client requirement. So firstly you have to select the community and then publish it. If not you can choose by dropping this arrow mark and publish it. So this will be posted to the assigned members only. And next, coming to the conversations tab. So this is very similar to your WhatsApp application. Here you can make group conversations and individual conversations also. And also you can make phone calls, video calls, and you can share your screens like your business meetings and anything you can schedule from with this conversations tab. So this is very much similar with your WhatsApp applications. So like this you can communicate with your with other users and also with your clients. So coming to the next challenge, which is collaboration, which should be between the managers and the designers. So during the managers and the designers. So we all know that in every company, manager will be working on lot of projects and tasks. So these tasks will be assigned to the multiple designers, and each task will be assigned in order or in a sequence to a particular designer in his team to meet the deadlines of the projects. So let us see how it will be happen, whether it works or not in a single platform itself. So this is the higher authority which he has been posted. So now I'm using other user. As you can make sure here you can see the name. With this you can make sure that I'm moving into the other user. So this is the other user. You can see the name. And here in the technical community, the higher authority has been posted. Before that, you have to refresh it so that the post will be reflected. See, our higher authority has been posted this one with the client requirement So accordingly, I have to execute the work. So now we are talking about collaboration, right? So there is an application, project planning. So here we can create the projects and we can assign to the designers so that we can execute on our projects. So I'm just creating the project. So we are working on a Arbor Press. So since we are working with the team projects, so I'm making it as team and creating it. So automatically it will takes you to the environment, and in the task tab, here we have to create and assign the designers. So as per the client requirement, he needs to reduce the mass of the particular component. So before that there will be multiple conversations with the clients and higher authorities. So based on that he'll be giving the task. So modifying the table component. This is one task, and also I'm giving another task, and another task is reviewing and find out the mass. So this is another task. So I have created two tasks, and now I'll be assigning to the designers. So first is modifying the table component. So description, if required, you can give it. So here I have to mention. So here I'm mentioning reduce the weight. Find the attachment. So I'm going to attach one file. So that's why I have mentioned this one. And next this is a priority level. You can give priority level, and this is in a to-do stage. And next, percentage complete means it will automatically depends upon your work, and start and end plan dates will depends on estimated duration. So we can complete this project very quickly. So approximately I'm giving it about 5 hours. So the start and end plan dates will be depends on this estimated duration. And attachments. Now I'm going to upload one attachment. So for the reference purpose, I'm attaching this one so that designer could notice and he can quickly complete his project. And I should add the member on the particular task. So here I'm adding one designer and save and close. And for the other task also similarly I have to add it. I'm adding same person. If you want, you can add other person also. And in the properties, if required, you can mention again any description. But here I'm giving dependencies. This should be depends upon the previous task. So that's why I'm mentioning the previous task over here. But by taking the reference of the previous task, he should work on it and save and say close. So you can see in the dependencies there will be one tab which I have been assigned, and in the schedule tab you can see there are 2 tasks I have been assigned. That means it will take in a sequence way. See, it will take in a sequence way, and also you can assign it. When the task has been completed, it will get completely blocked. So this is how you can collaborate with the manager will be collaborating with the designer. So now coming to the next challenge, let's see how we can face it. So next is about connected. So this is one of the challenges which takes us to connect and integrate with the other application, where in the same file set has to be shared and communicated globally and should securely access in a single collaborative platform itself. So now let's see whether it works out perfectly or not in a single platform. So as we seen that the manager has been assigned the task. So now designer should view it and he should work on it. That means he should execute his work. So now I'm going to other user, that means designer's user. So this is the designer user, and you can see the username has been changed, and here from notifications he can view the task. So this is an application called collaborative task. So here the manager, whatever he had been assigned, here it will be reflected. Firstly, we have to refresh it so that it will get reflected. So these are the tasks which has been assigned by the manager. So first is modifying table. So before that, the designer will be viewing the task. So whatever the manager has been given, he'll be viewing everything properly and perfectly. So and also he has been attached one image. So for that he can preview from here. He can view this image like this, and accordingly he will execute. So now the manager is saying to modify the table component. So now we have to go to the 3D model environment. So for that, as we are working with SolidWorks, with this platform we have integrated the SolidWorks. So we can open this from here, which is called SolidWorks Connected. We can open it from here. If we click on it, it will launches and takes you to the SolidWorks Connected environment. So this is the SolidWorks Connected environment. As you can see, it is not a regular SolidWorks. It is a SolidWorks Connected. And now I'm opening the assembly where I have files. So this is an assembly. The client requirement is to modify the table and should reduce the mass. So before that, let's see how what is the weight of this complete assembly. So there is 3042.63 grams. So we have to decrease it. And you can see in the task pane, we can see all the all the components, individual components, which is associated with this assembly. And also, please make sure that I'll explain you this one. You have to select the particular folder that the assembly where you wanted to save it. I'm selecting this arbor press. I'll explain you regarding this one also. And now I have to edit this one. I'm opening this individual component. So for this, I'm editing this sketch. You have seen the preview that there are few cuts on this circle, right? So I'm giving two horizontal and vertical construction line firstly. Here we are doing the 3D model. So firstly, I'm giving complete sketch and then I'll define it with the dimensions and with the relations. So all four sides, I'm giving this, but we cannot do pattern because there are different dimensions we have to give. So now I'm giving the relation of symmetry for all four profiles. So this is the last one, and now we have to give dimensions also. For each profile there are different dimensions. So for this, it would be 0.50 inches, and for this profile it would be around 0.338, and the bottom one will be 0.25, and this one will be 0.38. These are all approximately I'm giving it for your reference, and we have to define it completely. So I have to mention this height also. So from here to here, I'm giving it 0.56, and here to here something like 44, and here to here 0.38. Next, here to here 0.50, and save. And now we have to trim it. I'm removing this one. So as per the client requirement only we are doing, so that's why I'm taking all these things. So this is how we got the profile. Now I have to do chamfer. So I'm selecting all four edges. So this is how the profile is and the client requirement is. Save this and go to the assembly environment. So we got the client requirement, and now I have to save this file. So here in the task pane, in the assembly, just right click on it and save, and do save with options, so that it will be get saved very securely in the platform. And also it will create multiple revisions, depends upon your modifications. So now you have to click on save. It will take few steps, so that that means it is saving very securely without any without any access, getting access to others, and also it will reserve your component. That means it will lock your component so that nobody could modify or nobody can change your component. You can see the changes. Now the status is completely checked in with the green color mark, and also revisions with A1. That means this is the first attempt we have done. So this is an A1 revision, and if you give another attempt or other, if you give any changes, the revision status will automatically get changed. So this is, and also remember this one we have saved in the Arbor Press. So this is how we can integrate with the platform, our SolidWorks software with other application. So now let's see. So now, so actually before executing it, we have to change this task into in-work state. So that manager could notify that, and also he could come to know that the designer has been started working and he's been working on a project. So now we have completed our model. So we have to put in the complete state. This will also get notified to the manager. So now let's see the manager's profile. So this is the manager's role. If you go to the summary, see there are two tasks. One is in to-do state and another one is complete state. That means like this he can track the projects, so that for the managers this is a major advantage, so that how long the designers are taking to work on a project, and how much time they are taking, is there any delays, like that they can track the projects very easily without any using any additional applications. So now first task has been completed. Now let's start with the another task. So now I'm dragging it into the in-work state. That means I have been started the work. If you click on it, so now the task is reviewing and find out the marks. So going to the again connected environment. So now we have to find out the marks. Mass properties. So this is the mass. So 2976.14 is the mass. So I'm taking a screenshot of this. So I'm taking the screenshot of this, and I'll attach this mass properties in the platform, in the deliverables tab. Now going into the platform. So now this is the designer's one. So we have completed this second task also. So before that, let me open this in the properties. I'm going to attach, like in the deliverables, like whatever the designer wanted to show to the manager, he can attach any files in the deliverables and save and say OK, so that the designer has been completed his task. So now go to the manager user. So this is the manager user. Refresh it. See, you can see everything got in completed. Automatically it will be projected in the completed stage itself. Now if you go to the summary, so everything is in a complete state, no risk and no milestones. So this is how the manager can track the project, and he can assign the task. And if you go to the schedules, see completely it has been blocked. That means each and every task has been completed. And when manager wants to review it, whatever the designer has been attached to, so he can review through this preview option. So like this. So this is the mass properties, whatever as per the client requirement. So this is how we use connected and collaboration. Everything we have been done in a single till now. Everything we have been done in a single platform. And there is another challenge also. Let's see that. So now coming to the data storage and reviewing. So generally in the organizations, data storage is the main priority. Like to maintain our data securely, we need to spend a lot of expenditures for buying servers, hard disk, and so on. And for saving files, we need to file securely. We need to depend on a lot of additional apps. And even for sharing data with your peers or with your customers also. And for reviewing files, we should have dedicated files. And for changes, we should have additional tools like markups to notice the changes and work on it. So let's see whether it could be possible in a single environment or not. So these all aspects should be included in the single platform. So till now we have completed here that the designer has been completed whatever the manager has been assigned the task. So now let's talk about the storage. When you go to the storage, there are two types. One is 3D drive and one is 3D space. Like 3D drive is completely equivalent to your Google Drive itself. Here you can insert the files like zip files, any PDFs, Excels, and folders also. You can insert it. For example, let me show you. So here I have one folder. So I can drag and drop here, so that it will be attached. One second, let me show you. I have uploaded one PPT presentation. So let me refresh it first. Yeah. So I have inserted one zip file. It has been attached. So like this, not only the zip files, even the folders also you can insert it. And the folders also you can insert it, and images securely you can store in the 3D drive without giving any access to anybody's. And also you can add the members so that they could view it. Here, if you drop down, you can view the information, you can view the previews. If you want, you can share it to the persons. There will be two options, can view and can edit. If you wanted to give access to edit, you can give this one. Otherwise, if you wanted to view the files, only viewing the files, you can give the names here. For example, I'm adding one person for this particular file, one of my colleague, and share. If you want, you can share a link. You can share a link who are not available with us, through mails or any kind of things. And also, if you want to share in the 3D swim, you can publish it. So like this, you can share everything. And similarly, coming to the 3D space, which is very similar to your Microsoft folders. So here we can create collaborative spaces, new collaborative spaces, and upload our folder. Not even uploading, whatever we are doing the work, that will be saved in this particular folders itself. So just now we have saved one 3D model in the Arbor Press. I'll set to remember it. So like when you're working with it, please refresh it with when you open this one. So these are the spaces, like it is also known as collaborative spaces. We'll be creating all these spaces here, and we'll be saving our files in this particular folders. See, for example, there are lot many spaces are there. As per your requirement, you can save everything. So as per your requirement, you can create the spaces and you can save your files. So this is very useful, because whatever this is completely integrated with the cloud also, and you can save your all files very securely without giving any access to anybody, so that nobody can view it or even modify it. If you want an access to give to others, you can add the members. For example, there is one collaborative space. If you edit this one, here if you edit this one, or if you wanted to add, like if you wanted to give access to other person, like this you can give. So automatically they can also view it, or they can also open, and they can also modify it. So this is how we will be using 3D space and 3D drive. Now reviewing the files. So we have 3D play. This is one of the application where we can review our files. So from the storage itself, I'm dropping one component. So I'm taking one of the component from here. So this is the component where we can preview it, and here if you go to Tools tab, you can measure it, and you can have section views, everything you can have here. And also from here you can publish directly to the 3D Swim communities. And directly you can publish it in the 3D Swim communities. Publish to 3D Swim community. See here, through media, through posts, anything as per your requirement, you have to do it. And selecting the community, firstly you have to select the community. I'm selecting technical community. If you want, you can mention the title and publish it, so that in this community it will be reflected. So who will be accessible for that community, they can only view it. And similarly, coming to the markup tools. So for your model, if you wanted any changes, or if you want to give any information, actually you will be using another additional application. So for that, we have here itself, we have 3D markup tool. So here you can open the contents. You can open the contents from the collaborative spaces, and you can choose it and you can insert it. There you have to create the markups. So for example, I'm taking one of the component from here. I'm just taking one of the component from here. So here, firstly, what you have to do is you have to create the markup. So with the required title, and say create. So like this, one markup will be get created, and whenever you will be moving this one, the views will get updated. So you have to change the viewpoint. So here, if you want to give any additional information by adding the text, or or if you want to mention the particular component name, you can maintain it. If just select the face of face or surface of the component, it will automatically project the names. And also if you wanted any information to give, you just edit it. So something like this, I'm just maintaining this information. So, and update the viewpoint. So like this, you can update the viewpoints and create the markups. So, so this will be automatically viewed to your managers and to your designers, whoever will be accessible for this tools. So like this, we can make a use of markups, reviews, 3D plays, 3D drives, and collaborative spaces. So everything we are covering under one platform itself, right? So these are the, as I can say, these are the few main challenges where we can face to move to our to the digitalized world. So to overcome with all this trouble, we are moving towards the cloud solutions, which is integrated with 3DEXPERIENCE platform. Now let us say, like, what is 3DEXPERIENCE platform? So which is known as cloud platform and gives you access to catalog applications and people to innovate entirely in new ways. So this application allows you to create, simulate, inform, and collaborate on a project with your ecosystems. So since this is a cloud-based platform, it gives you opportunity to access from anywhere at any point of time to meet the deadlines of the projects, and there is no desktop or serial number is required. Just log into the platform with your provided credentials and start executing and work on it. So then coming to let's see the user interface of the 3DEXPERIENCE. So this is a 3DEXPERIENCE. So we can say this as a compass. So in the compass, there are certain roles and applications. So these roles are, in these roles, few apps which is related will be included, and there are 3D and there are designing applications are also available, whereas we can say X design, and in model creator XMOL. So these are all called X apps, which we can design in it, and these are the roles which will be for designing purpose and also for business purpose. Everything we can included and everything we can done in a one single platform itself. We can say it as a collaborative platform also, and you can add whatever the favorite apps are there, you can add here. And here if you click on this one, there are multiple dashboards. That means we can say all these are similarly like a desktop spaces. We have worked till now, we have worked on webinar 4. If you click on this one, this is another we can say that another space, another desktop space. So this will be included with particular tabs and particular applications. Whatever is required, accordingly you can add it. So even you can add the tabs, you can add the tab. So you can add the tab, and you can drag and drop whatever the app is required. So for example, I'm adding this tab here. For example, if you want, I'm just adding the tab, and I'm adding this application here. So this will be gets open. So like this, you can create multiple tabs and multiple apps over here. So in the single platform itself, we can view everything, and we can generate models. We can have meetings. We can have client meetings, and also we can have with the managers and with the designers. With everyone, we can have it in a single platform itself, and also. Okay, and one more thing I wanted to mention is whatever the roles are there, we can purchase it accordingly as per your requirement, and as per your requirement. And this is called the search bar. We can also call it as 6W tags, where we can search our files very quickly, and so that without any disruptions and without any difficulties, we can quickly execute it. And here directly we can enter into the communities. So this is very without any difficulties, we can manage this, we can work on this platform, and we can execute it. So now coming to the, let's see what are the major and main advantages we can have here. So sharing the ideas and thoughts with other users of the clients. Like as I told you, we can share. You people can share ideas, or you can share thoughts, or you can conduct the surveys. Everything there itself, so that like you can explore whatever thoughts you have in the applications. And next, you can access your data from anywhere at any point of time. Like whenever you will be not available in your workplace, at the time also you can access your credentials, and you can work on it with any device which is available with you. And also easy project tracking. As I told you, for the managers, they can easily track their projects, like how long the designers is taking to work on it, like how much time they are taking for a task. And next, coming to the reserving the part. As I told you, we can reserve the part. That means we can lock the part so that nobody could get access unless the designer could add the member or give the access to the other user. And working towards the deadline. So here we are collaborating everything in one environment, so that without any disruptions and without any difficulties, we are executing, so that we can complete our project within the time period, and we can so that we can move towards the project deadlines. And finally, so on, we can say that you can innovate and accelerate your industrial equipment design with 3DEXPERIENCE SOLIDWORKS.